from what you got to see standing off the ice for a majority of the season?
Definitely like take some mental strength out of that. Like like I said, like it's been a grind. It's been tough. It's never easy. Like, but I never realized how hard it is, and then all the work that goes into it trying to get back is, it's a significant time. So I'm just gonna keep on going, but it's not something I wish for anybody.
What was the hardest part of the rehab? Obviously, you haven't gone through an injury like that. Kind of, what did you learn?
Well, you have bad days and good days, and just kind of, oversee that and think things can always be worse. But I don't know. You just wake up and it's a new day. That's kind of what you take out of it. And the first days when I couldn't even walk when I was in a wheelchair, those were not ideal. But then like the progress that you make and is it's a process, like I said, and it's fun to watch, like how you kind of reinvent the wheel a little bit when you were out for that long. So it's kind of a interesting process.
You've lived on the ice your whole life. What was like the first time you finally got back out on the ice? That's probably the longest you've been without stepping on the ice in your whole life, right?
I think I was smiling as much as Schmitty is on a day-to-day basis, but but yeah, I was so excited. I never thought when it happened, talking to the doctors and stuff, that I could even be on the ice. So I'm fortunate that I even had a chance to maybe even come back, and I was close to joining the team in practice. So that was great. So I just, like I said earlier, I just worked as hard as I could, and just a little bit short.
You've got a full off season now. You talked about how the mental game, maybe you can help it. Or do you think you can get physically stronger and be ready for next season just because you've had so much time off?
Yeah, the goal is to get back to 100%. That's all I'm thinking. But I go to camp every year thinking that I'm going to try to be one of the best players on the team, and I set the bar high for myself. So I'm not going to stop now. I'm going to compete for spots next year and just keep on going.
What's going through your head after it happens? Like, what do you think? I have no idea what you'd be thinking.
Yeah. Well, what do you mean after? Like
when you're laying there on the stretcher.
Well, I was just feeling my legs. Like the first thing that came to my mind was like, okay, can I move my leg? Like, what's going on? And then after that happened, like I settled down a little bit, like, because I went to full panic, like, and that's like where the screaming and all that comes from, is because you don't know what happened really, and then like you kind of calm down a little bit as the trainers come in or whatever, and you kind of move your leg, and you're like, okay, well, I'm injured, but at least I know that this is not it, and so it's scary. It's really scary, and I
in a moment where you thought that might be it.
Well, I didn't know, so like I don't know how long it took to like kind of realize like, okay, like, yeah, like you're injured, but like you'll be all right, and that kind of like settles you down a little bit, because that's the worst thing that I could obviously happen. So after that I felt a little bit more calm, and then you just kind of start going through the process, and you just want to know what's wrong. So
you're obviously pushing pretty hard to get back. Fee mentioned that you were close, maybe could have played if the playoffs had continued. Does this change your rehab at all, or are you able to slow it down and make sure that everything is where it needs to be heading into next season?
Yeah, definitely slow it down a little bit. Like I was pushing it like pretty good. Like I was really trying to get back, and I think the rehab looks a lot different for somebody who doesn't play sports, and yeah, like the doc said, when I first got injured, they said, you're done for the season, and then all of a sudden I started making gains out of nowhere, and it was like, okay, well, now you can go on the ice, and then you have to get to this to join practice and then to play. So it was just like kind of like a waiting game, but like I never expected to be where I was either. So, but definitely now just kind of slow it down, just kind of make a plan with the trainers and people around me, and then just keep grinding.
How difficult is that? Because you're one of the most competitive guys on the team. When they tell you your season's over, what goes through your mind at that moment?
It's really emotional. It was really tough on me. Like I never went through something like that, and I think it's easier if you have had a big injury before. So it was my first one, and it was really tough on me. I'm lucky to have great people around me that supported me, and but it was hard.
George mentioned it wasn't an ACL. Can you clarify what it was? Or?
No, I can't clarify exactly what it was, but I can say the surgeon who did mine, who was a knee specialist, he had done like one of them before for a hockey player. So I don't know if that.
Is that almost even more scary to be like, are you sure you know what you're doing? Like, if you haven't done it very often?
No, but that's actually not it's a good question because it wasn't like that simple where I just went to the doc and be like, yeah, we'll do this, because it was something different. So, I had my surgery in Vail, Colorado, and so like it wasn't simple. It wasn't like I just went, So once again, I'm lucky I had great people around me who, there was no egos or anything involved in this. It was just like, hey, let's try to get the best person for you, and then move on from there.
It was such a freak thing.